When you're disabled and you can't work because of your disability, the government can provide an income stream for you to help you at least to provide for your minimum needs, just to help you stay afloat every month. It's not a lot, but it's really important. In this video, we're going to be talking about those income streams, and we're going to be doing some math as well. And I apologize in advance. Now I have to tell you, I was a math major way back when, then I switched to physics, then I switched to music. But I do like math, but I'm going to try to really break it down so you can understand how is this calculated? How do I figure out how much income I should be receiving? Okay, so all of this income that I'm going to talk about today comes from the Social Security Administration. So they're very busy, and you'll know that because if you try to call them, you'll probably be on hold for 2 or 3 hours perhaps. I actually know somebody who does Social Security disability appeals, and he has a full team of people offshore who just stay on the phone waiting for the Social Security Administration to pick up the phone. All right, that's how busy they are. And then once they pick up the phone, then they transfer the call over to the paralegal. All right, I just want to warn you, if you're calling Social Security directly or if you've tried to, it can be a long hold. But that's who we're dealing with. Social Security Administration, they're the ones who provide the money, the income stream for somebody who can't work and get an income stream for an employer. So most of you know about Social Security, which is you work for a while, you pay into the system, then you retire, and you get your income stream. Yes, that's from Social Security Administration, of course. But there's also Supplemental Security Income. That provides a minimum income stream up to about $1,000 a month if you're disabled and you can't work, and it's intended to supplement whatever you're receiving. So that's SSI, or Supplemental Security Income. Then there's Social Security Disability Insurance, or SSDI. That's what we might receive if we've been working for a while and then we become disabled. You can get SSDI. And under the umbrella of SSDI is a little known benefit called child disability benefits. And I think that that's the gem here. So I'm gonna really focus on that towards the end of this video. So this video really is gonna hash out SSI versus SSDI versus CDB benefits. Okay, so SSI, as I mentioned, in California, it's about $1,040 a month. The federal amount is about $913 a month, and then California supplements it. California is one of the most generous states when it comes to SSI. So we say, thank you, California, but it's not a whole lot, right? Try living in the Bay Area on $1,040 a month. I don't think so. Okay, so to qualify for SSI, you need to be disabled. And what that really means is you're not able to obtain substantial gainful activity of the federal poverty level due to your disability. So somebody like Stephen Hawkins, he was quite disabled, but he was still able to work and support himself. So he wouldn't have qualified as disabled according to Social Security Administration. In order to qualify for SSI, you have to have under $2,000 of countable assets. So what that really means is if you're under age 18 and you have parents who have more than $2,000 of countable assets, you won't qualify, all right? Because under age 18, your parents' assets are deemed to you. But once you turn 18, then you can become poor, have under $2,000 of countable assets, and qualify for SSI. Okay, now there are ways that SSI can be decreased. Okay, there's no way to get more than $1,040 a month, but there is a way that they will decrease the amount. Actually, there's several ways, all right? One way is if somebody else is paying for your food and your housing, then SSI will decrease by about 1/3 of what we call the federal benefit rate. So SSI in California is decreased to about $833 a month. So if you're disabled and you're receiving about $833 a month, most likely it's because somebody else is paying for your food and housing. Maybe you're living with your parents, maybe your parents are paying for your food. In any case, if you can change that around, if somebody, if you could pay for, maybe you pay rent to your family, then it wouldn't count as your family paying for your food and housing. We call that the ISM deduction, in-kind support and maintenance deduction. Okay, also, if you're receiving other income, your SSI can be decreased. Now this depends on what type of income, all right? So there's earned income and there's unearned income. And these both decrease SSI, but in a different way. Okay, so if you're working and you're earning income, all right, from your own job, then first you get to keep $20 of that income. That's your freebie. That's your you get to go to the movies money, all right? Or go out to Starbucks and treat a few folks. Then also they won't count $65 of that income towards your SSI. That's another freebie. They call that the earned income exclusion. But anything past that $20 plus $65 decreases your SSI. Every $2 that you earn, it decreases SSI by $1. So it's about a 50% decrease, all right? So they do it this way because they actually want to encourage you to earn money, to work and earn some money. So if you earn too much money, you'll lose SSI completely, but not super fast because it's only, $2 of earned income decreasing SSI by $1. All right, so unearned income counts a little bit differently, and that's more of a penalty. All right, so you still get your $20 freebie, your I get to go to the movies once a month money. You don't get that $65 freebie. And then dollar for dollar, any unearned income. So this could be dividends from an investment, but this could be SSDI or other income streams. It could be workers' comp. That will decrease your SSI dollar for dollar. So if you're receiving, let's say, $400 of SSDI, then, with that $20 freebie, your SSI check will be decreased by $380. So that's how it works. All right, so let's look at SSDI now. All right, so this is if you've worked for a certain number of quarters and then you become disabled. So to qualify for SSDI, you have to be earning less. So you can be working a little bit, but you have to be earning less than $1,470 a month, which is a substantial gainful activity in 2023. Now, SSDI only looks at your earned income to make sure that you qualify. They don't look at unearned income. So unearned income like dividends or gifts or things that you didn't work to get, that doesn't count towards your eligibility for SSDI. All right, so then there's this third category that I mentioned at the beginning of the video called child disability benefits. And for some reason, people don't know about this that much, but I'm gonna tell you about it and your eyes are gonna be opening wide if you've never heard of this before. So let's say that a parent retires and they have a child who's disabled and became disabled before age 22. All right, and that child is now at least age 18. Well, guess what? The parent can receive their Social Security amount, and then the child also gets an income stream of half of whatever the parent's receiving at the same time. I know, it's wild. This is called child disability benefits. Then, when that parent who is receiving Social Security, when that parent dies, the child gets 75% of whatever the parent was receiving for Social Security. It goes up. And that lasts for the rest of the child's lifetime. There's no upper age limit for these benefits. There's still that SSDI earned income limit. So you need to make sure when you're receiving child disability benefits that you keep your earned income under a certain amount. But otherwise, you're going to be getting CDB benefits for the rest of your life. So I want to give you kind of a timeline example of how this might work, how somebody might actually receive SSI benefits and then CDB benefits. So let's say that you have a child who's disabled. Up until age 18, they're not receiving any income stream. That's because the parent's supposed to be paying for the child's support. Okay, so then the child turns age 18, and now the parent's money is not deemed towards that child, so the child becomes poor, and the child starts receiving SSI, about $1,040 a month. Actually, let me clarify. Last year it was $1,040 a month. This year in 2023, it's $1,133 a month. So it's gone up just a little bit. All right, so they're getting that SSI benefit. And then let's say 20 years go by and then their parent retires. Yay! Let's say the parent receives $2,000 a month in Social Security. Then the child starts receiving $1,000 a month. Well, that's great. Except remember, that counts dollar for dollar against the SSI. So now the child's SSI is decreased by $980 a month. So the child's still getting a little bit of SSI, about $153 a month, but they're also receiving $1,000 a month of CDB benefits. So they're getting both at the same time. Isn't that cool? And the really nice thing about that is when you get CDB benefits after 2 years and 5 months, you qualify for Medicare. I actually did a video on Medi-Cal versus Medicare. I encourage you to go watch it. So it's really nice to get SSI benefits because you get Medi-Cal, And to get CDB benefits, then you get Medicare. You can have both of them. You're called Medi, our cutesy little name. Okay, so now let's say after another 10 years, the parent dies. What happens then? Now the child starts receiving $1,500 a month, right? 3/4 of what the parent was receiving when they were alive. So the child gets $1,500 a month of CDB benefits, right? So now they're not getting any SSI benefits because they've exceeded the limit of SSI. But they can still qualify for Medi-Cal under a different Medi-Cal program, which I describe in my video, Medi-Cal, Medicare, Medi-what? Right? So go ahead and watch that video. So now they can receive CDB benefits, Medi-Cal, and Medicare, and they can get this for the rest of their life. So doesn't matter what resources they have to keep their income, their earned income, below that substantial gainful activity amount. Right now it's about $1,470 a month, but it's an amazing income stream that's higher than SSI for the rest of their lifetime. So you might think, why haven't I heard of this child disability benefit before? It used to be called the Disabled Adult Children Program, DAC, all right? They changed the name, maybe to confuse us, I don't know. But just to let you know, when a parent retires and starts receiving Social Security, it's not on the Social Security Administration to let you know. They won't affirmatively tell you, oh, and by the way, your child should be getting child disability benefits now. They don't affirmatively tell you that. You have to actually ask for it, and you have your child apply for it, and then you get it. So that's why a lot of people are not getting this benefit. They just don't know about it. So if you think you might be in that category, you should definitely talk with Social Security Administration. Set up a time to go in, or else you'll be on hold for a few hours. Set up a time and find out if your child can qualify for child disability benefits. It's an amazing program. Now, if you have more questions about SSI in particular, I encourage you to watch my SSI 101 video, where I really do a deep dive into supplemental security income, and I'll see you over there.